Man, as a musician, engineer, producer, you always have this one question always that you try to answer every so often. Do I actually need to upgrade or not? What's up, everybody? It's Keith Keys from KeithKeys.com, and welcome to the channel. Now, before we start, please, if you could, please like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be updated with more videos like this one. So, if you're anything like me, if you're a musician, a producer, artist even, engineer, then you always have that question over your head like, is what I have now still good enough? Or I see this one particular item all the time. Should I get rid of what I have and upgrade to that? And a lot of times when we think of making these decisions, we're always thinking about the result and the productivity that the equipment that we already have is actually giving us. And then for some odd reason in your head all the time comes in, but is it good enough? I mean, really, what is the definition of good enough? This is a void and it's an itch that a lot of us engineers, producers, we always try to scratch all the time, you know? If you're anything like me, you're always on Sweetwater. You're always looking for the next deal. You're always looking for the next microphone. You're looking for the next keyboard. You're looking for the next monitor. You're looking for the next everything. Man, I even had to take a social media break because at one point I was gear lusting over so much gear that would just keep popping up in the Explorer page. Anyway, today is a very good day. So I recently just did a video where I interviewed Anders Jovag, who is the creative director of Adam Audio. And I was actually talking to him about how much I always wanted Adam Audio speakers and how much that all my mentors and my friends that use Adam Audio, they swear by Adam Audio. A lot of studios have Adam Audio speakers, and it's not just that they show up everywhere, it's that they show up everywhere, and every person that speaks about them, you know, usually has very good things to say about them. So for me in my musical journey now, I am engineering more than I am doing anything else. And the question that always pops up in my head is, am I actually hearing information the way I should be hearing information? So apart from me gear lusting over studio monitors, I really was having a conversation with myself, asking myself, do I not know what I do not know? You get what I'm saying? So in that interview with Anders, we're talking, and he was like, yo, like we can, you know, give you some demos to listen to in your studio and you can make the decision if this is the right speaker for you or not. And I was like, bet. So today I come home from church and I pull up to the house and I see these Adam Audio A7Xs sitting on my doorstep. First of all, I want to give a big thank you out to Anders, a big thank you out to Adam Audio, and a big thank you out to my neighbors in my community that do not know what $1,500 speakers look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to take down my Cali Audio LP8s and we're going to set up these Adam A7Xs and we're going to see if these are the right speakers for me. All right. Oh, real quick, if you would like to enter a giveaway where you could win an AKG P120 microphone, click the link in the description below. All right, let's get this cracking, son. Cable. Phone. We're gonna put this down here. Boom. There you have it, guys. The Adam A7Xs. Man, in its glory. All right, cool. So real quick, let's talk about a little bit about the Adam A7Xs. So the Adam A7Xs, we have a 7-inch woofer. We have the 2 bass ports in the front. The volume control, an on-off button in the front. I do not have on-off buttons in the front on my Cali Audios. We have the X Art tweeter. This is what they're known for, handmade to the back. We have our inputs. We have our unbalanced in, the RCA, the XLR inputs. You have your high shelf, low shelf filter in a tweeter level. That's dope. Yeah, we got our circuitry, and we got our plug. Before I set this up, I do want to say this. This is a very significant jump in monitoring. These are the LP8s. These aren't the IN8s by Cali Audio. So this isn't the 3-way speaker. This is the 2-way speaker, the 8-inch. These are the 7-inch A7Xs. So I'm definitely not comparing apples to apples here, but I definitely am seeking for more information, especially in the mid-range and in the high end. I do have my Avatone mix cubes, which are cool, but once again, I feel like there's information that I'm seeking for that I'm not yet getting delivered to me. So we are really going to see if these monitors do the test. Now, I do know it's going to take some adjusting in my room. It took a little bit of adjusting with the Cali Audios. They have the dip switches on the back, and I love these speakers. Let me get this out the way. I love my Cali Audio speakers. And these are the LP8s. These not even the IN8s. I love those speakers. So in order for these to really be my go-tos and spending significantly more money for these and to upgrade, I'm really going to need to hear a lot of things, I guess, that I'm not hearing already. I don't know if I'm going to be blown away. I hope I will be, because that's, you know, that's what you expect in upgrades and stuff. But yeah, let's put it to the test. Now, I don't know if y'all can see from this angle, but it's definitely a significant difference in height. The funny thing is I just bought the ISO acoustic monitor stands this week, because I actually got a Guitar Center gift card for my birthday. So that's what I spent them on. And yeah. But I bet you that these 7-inch speakers are probably more ear level with my ears for the tweeters than these Calis are. These Cali Audio sit so high on my desk, actually. And the LP8's Cali Audio states that you're not supposed to actually put the LP8s on the side. They're not designed like that. But the IN8s you can. So the tweeter height when it's sitting up here on my desk is pretty high. So high to the point that I actually had to put new wheels on my chair to lift my chair up even higher than it could go, just so that I'm ear level with the tweeters. But yeah, so let's take these down. Let's set these up and see what we make out of them. So everybody, I have the A7Xs up and they look good. Unfortunately, I can't hear anything. Why, you ask? Well, I didn't know Adam Audio was going to send these speakers so quick, and I forgot to go get the cables that I actually need to hook them up. Since these are only XLR and RCA in the back, I actually was using balanced TRS cables. So I have to go to the store and then I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. Anywho, alright, so we got the right cables that we have now, the TRS, the XLR. So I'm going to plug these speakers up, do a little bit of moving them around to make sure that they're situated right in my room. And I'm going to take a couple listens to some mixes and to some music that I always listen to and I always reference. And I'll get back to y'all in a bit. So I'm still listening.
One week later.
So I'm back and it's a new day. Matter of fact, it's a new week. So last week originally I filmed the video and I filmed the whole entire video, and I basically ended the video saying, you know what, I'm just buying these studio monitors no matter what. You know, the Cali Audios, I love you, but these sound better, so I'm just buying them. But then I actually had a week of actually using them. Funny enough, I just didn't have time to edit the video, and that's the only reason to why I had a week. But I'm super glad I had that week because I actually have concrete decisions, a better understanding of these speakers that I actually want to share with you, and determining if I'm keeping my Cali Audio LP8s or I'm gonna buy me some of these. So for a week now, I've had a chance to listen to them. I even had a couple mixes actually to do on them, and when I was mixing, I actually was fairly surprised on how quickly I was able to hear things and to make better decisions. So that definitely was a plus. And then I got to listening to a lot of the music that I normally listen to, a lot of some of the same songs that I already know, how I'm used to feeling it, how I'm used to hearing it on different devices and different mediums. So I noticed something. Now the Adam A7Xs, I said earlier in the video that they're good with bass, and they are exceptional with bass, and especially if you can get it right, like it's real tight, right in the lower frequencies, but not so far down that listening to it on a cell phone or on a device that has smaller speakers, you know you're going to make decisions that are going to translate well on those devices. But it wasn't giving me the sub bass I was used to hearing. So on the Cali Audio LP8s, even though they're significantly cheaper because of the 8-inch woofer and the big bass port on the front, there's a lot of the sub bass that you hear, and you don't know you miss, you don't know you miss anything until it's gone. Yeah, so those were my sentiments. And I'm someone who works with a lot of urban music, a lot of hip hop, a lot of trap music, a lot of R&B, even with, some Rhodes keyboards that are really down in the low frequencies, but a lot of 808s, a lot of 808s. And sometimes it was hard to actually hear the 808. But mainly it was hard to feel the 808. Now, if you listen to, any music that have 808s in them, like, especially on systems that are big and that have enough size with a big woofer, and you get a lot of that sub bass, part of the experience of you hearing that song is the fact that you can feel it. And I wasn't feeling it. So after research, after being in all of the communities I'm in, asking around, I ended up going to buy a subwoofer. Yes, I went and bought a subwoofer for a pair of studio monitors that aren't even mine. See, I still gotta give these back to Adam Audio, but I wanted to buy a subwoofer, and the subwoofer actually played a big part into my determination if I do want to upgrade to these speakers or not. Now, I definitely don't want to make this portion strictly about a subwoofer, but I'm amazed at how long I've been mixing without a subwoofer actually in my studio, or some form of three-way monitoring. I've always been a two-way system type of guy, tweeter and a woofer, but actually having a tweeter, a mid-range woofer, and a subwoofer, or even just having those three, a tweeter, a mid-range, and then a bigger woofer inside the same unit, inside the same monitor. I never had those. So actually being in an environment now to where I've had two studio monitors and a subwoofer, it changed everything for me. So the sub bass that I actually was lacking with the monitors, the subwoofer made up for it. And not only did it make up for it, the speakers actually performed a lot better. Now, it's crazy when you watch these YouTube videos or you listen to these people when they tell you that, but it does. The studio monitors perform a lot better when they don't have to worry about certain frequencies to articulate to you. And that was the case in this situation. I mean, the speakers sang. I mean, they sounded totally different. Like, wow. So, needless to say, I just cut across the street. I'm still going by these studio monitors. The way that I hear it now is amazing to me. I can hear so many things in the mix. I know earlier in the video I said I could hear things in the mix I never heard before, but now I hear way more than I've heard, you know, even when I just put these up. And actually speaking to a lot of the members of my community that I'm in, they actually prefer that I actually get another subwoofer as well and just put one on the right and one on the left. And what that will do is to help flatten out the frequency response amongst the bass. But amongst my whole room dramatically. So I'm probably going to end up doing that in the future as well. Now onto my Cali Audio LP8s. I still don't know if I want to get rid of them. It's oddly enough I say all of that. Like I'm buying these for sure, and I'm keeping the subwoofer, but I don't know if I want to get rid of them. Like these are some great studio monitors. The stereo imaging is beautiful for the price range. The bass, goodness gracious, if you're watching the YouTube videos about them, then you understand kind of what I'm talking about, especially for the price that they are. So yeah, I don't know if I'm keeping them, but I'm definitely going to buy these Adams A7Xs, and I'm glad that I actually had a week of being with them and spending time with them, and now actually spending time with them with the subwoofer, and the subwoofer makes a big difference. I'm probably going to end up doing a video on the subwoofer as well, so if you want to stick around for that, subscribe to the channel. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I hope that you found this video valuable. If you wanted to know more about the A7Xs, or if you were someone looking to upgrade your studio monitors, or you just wanted to know a comparison between the Cali Audios and the A7Xs, even though they're apple to oranges, then I hope that this video was helpful to you. So yeah, I'm really excited. I actually have some mixes to finish up now, so I'm going to go finish up those mixes now on these A7Xs. So if you would, please like the video, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you get alerts when I post more videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.